sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action now. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before it was taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And here's Murray on the keeper. Touchdown, Cardinals! It's a sensational run there by Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Quickly to Hawkinson. And some room to run now. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, 26 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They run behind center with Cotter. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Murray's pass, complete to Rondale Moore. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Complete, Jefferson the target, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 58 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Joseph on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st down, Arizona.
1st down, Murray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Murray now on 1st down. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 35 yards. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Again, it's Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note of that.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
To me, the defense is a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On play action, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Cousins on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. To a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44.
Again, a run with Connor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Prater on and the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Cardinals 28, Vikings 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Vikings. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And some space here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Cook again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And some room to work. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powering him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kirk Cousins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. To throw is Murray. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Murray. Ertz over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They run again on first down. Cook. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.